Welcome to Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and when your grandson comes over and says, "Please fix my favorite jacket, the zipper is broken," it doesn't matter how bad the jacket is, we are going to fix it. Now there is a couple of tricks on fixing a zipper, and in this case I do need to replace the zipper. Now one side is going to be very straightforward. The other side, well, I have some snaps to contend with. So I have a little trick of the trade where we're going to be able to put a zipper in and leave those original snaps. So the only thing we need to buy is the zipper. Now we can buy two different types of zippers. You can buy metal zippers and you can buy the nylon zippers. His jacket did come with a nylon zipper, but I was able to find the exact size in a metal zipper, so that's going to work fine. What you're looking for is a jacket zipper or a parka zipper. We need that zipper that's going to separate in the bottom, so well, they're going to be able to put the jacket on. So let's get this zipper done, and that way my grandson will be happy and I'll be a hero. So here's the jacket that I need to work with. The one side of the jacket, I'm going to be able to open up the seam and place that zipper right inside and just top stitch that right over place where the old one came out. The second side, the snaps are actually stuck into that zipper. So when you look at where that zipper would go, you can see I'm going to have the snaps that will be in the way. Now I don't want to remove them. That's definitely way too much work. But I still need to put the other side of the zipper on. And there is definitely a little cheating way that we can do this. But let's do the one side, which is pretty straight and easy. The first thing I want to do is just remove that top stitching on both sides. So it opened up, and I can just slide that in and replace it. When we get to the top, I like to fold that to the back so that that's nice and clean. And just slide that zipper right in place. And pin. And as much as I don't like basting, this is one time that I think it's important that we baste that zipper in. So you can see how nice that first side is set on. That basting's made sure nothing is stretched out of place. Let's work on this. A little bit more of a difficult side because of these snaps. If I was to take out this stitching, I'm going to have to trim all the way around these snaps. So instead of doing that, I'm going to trim this zipper right off. You might have that top part that has that little rollover to protect the neck. Pull that back as much as I can, and I'm going to trim that off. But I'm going to be able to go in and remove any of those loose fibers and give that zipper a good trim as close as I can without cutting that fabric. I'm going to be able to put that next zipper right over top. I'm not going to try to put it into the seam, and I'm going to put it right along that edge. So I'm going to baste that all the way right tight along this edge. I'm going to take that zipper and pull it right to the back. And in this case, it's just going to get tucked inside. I'm going to put a pin just to hold that zipper in place. And then I'm going to do that row of basting to hold it in place. We are going to be stitching through some thick fabric, so I would recommend a really strong needle. You can use an upholstery needle. If you can't find that, you can always use a top stitch needle or a super non-stick needle at 116. We also are going to need a good all-purpose polyester thread. We're going to put this in the bobbin and in the top. And we're going to make our stitches just a little bit bigger. I would recommend starting with a zipper foot. And my first row of stitching, I'm going to go right over top of this little fold where the zipper was tucked inside. So I want to sew right there along the edge. The machine is going to be able to sew through all this fabric. We just need to keep this foot in a level position. And your machine might have come with something that's going to compensate that extra step. So in this case, my Bernina has 3 of these different pieces of plastic that I can put 2 together, 1 together. I need to have this thickness, the same thickness here. And in this case, I'm using all 3. Now, if you don't have this, you're going to be able to build it up with fabric. So I'm going to put my needle down right there at the beginning. I have my threads out. This little piece is going to fit right behind that needle. Turn your machine so it's at the slowest speed. And you can see where that little piece of plastic or fabric that you put in the back is going to keep that foot flat. Go really slow and let the machine feed it in. And you can see where this is just going to take that fabric in, and I've had no problems stitching. So I'm going to be able to keep stitching right along. And once you get over this hump, if you'd like, you can increase the speed and stitch all the way down along that edge. And this really helps run right along that zipper edge. When we come to the end of the zipper, this is a little piece of plastic, and that helps everything stay put. Now we are going to be able to stitch through it with this strong needle. Once again, we're going to go nice and slow. So once you get to that point, turn that speed down, go through it, and then you can back stitch a little bit. The whole key is slow and steady. And I'm going to come right back off. So that zipper has been stitched on this flange right beside that opening. So when I look at the back, it's right there. Now I do like to do 2 rows of stitching, so I'm going to stitch over just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. I just would like 2 rows of stitching just to secure this down. This was the side that I was able to remove that zipper completely and just slide it in. And you can see that I have that basting there to hold it all together. I'm still going to do 2 rows of stitching. I'm going to go as close as I can to this edge, and then just a little bit of a smaller space to go over. Those 2 rows of stitching really just add that little extra security. So I have that zipper completely replaced. When that zipper is done up, you can see that it's just a tiny bit bigger. But when that's pulled over and snapped in, no one's going to be the wiser. And I did not have to replace those snaps. That zipper will still go up inside that little piece that rolled over to protect the neck. It's 10 o'clock at night. My grandson is fast asleep in bed, and his jacket is now done. So when he gets up in the morning, he's going to have a fun surprise that his zipper is going to be fixed in his favorite jacket. Now I'm pretty sure this zipper is going to outlive the jacket, and I'm okay with that. They're not hard to replace. We just need to make sure we have a good strong needle, like an upholstery needle or a denim needle, have some good all-purpose thread, slow that machine down, and do 2 rows of stitching, and it's going to give it the strength and the wear that they're going to need. I do hope this comes in handy if ever you need to change a zipper on your grandson's jacket. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm at Facebook, Instagram, and I do have a newsletter. It's all free under Sew Very Easy. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to make every day a Sewtacular day. Bye for now.